is jetpack acting like a miniature rocket.
Any control right away. Communicating with us in the language.
Where yesterday meets tomorrow. Retro TV on the Sci-Fi channel.
You opened it. We came.
As any Fright fan can tell you, Pinhead is the diabolical star of the Hellraiser films and one of the most memorable characters in modern horror cinema. But what you may not know is that the man behind the pins, soft-spoken English actor Doug Bradley, is also a film historian and author. His new book, Sacred Monsters Behind the Mask of the Horror Actor, has just been published in Europe with an American release soon to follow.
My book, Sacred Monsters, actually grew out of an illustrated lecture that I wrote for college and university audiences, but also from relating to the fans and so forth at conventions and in fan mail, this constant fascination with the makeup and how the makeup worked and how I related to it as an actor. While I was writing the lecture, I kept finding I had too much material, and I had to keep cutting it back to keep it 1 hour long. People would come up and say, well, that's great, you know, have you thought of expanding it into a book? Because it'd make a great book. So I figured I'd better listen to them.
Naturally, Bradley's book covers the work of the classic horror stars such as Lon Chaney Sr. and Boris Karloff. But he also gives equal time to modern-day movie monsters like Leatherface and Freddy Krueger.
What I really wanted to do was two things, was to take the case of Chaney Sr., was to tell something of his story as an actor, and then talk about how he created the makeups and his relationship to the makeup. That's really the theme of the book, is the actor's relationship to the makeups.
And it's you.
Nonsense.
Doug Bradley understands well the relationship between actor and horror makeup. He still vividly recalls the very first time he was transformed into his pinheaded alter ego.
I spent a crucial half an hour. I asked everybody else to go away and leave me alone in the makeup room, and I sat in front of the mirror, completely tripped out by what I'm seeing. At the end of a 6-hour-plus makeup session, which has left me kind of gone anyway, I'm in a kind of trance with this whole thing anyway, and I just sat and looked in the mirror to get to know who this person was and start to dare to move an eyebrow and move a mouth and play a couple of lines.
We'll tear your soul apart.
It's obvious by his on-screen performance that this sort of deep introspection led Doug Bradley right to the black heart of his Pinhead character. But he admits playing the notorious demon isn't all hard work.
On a less high-blown level, there's an element of kids in the sandpit about this. You get this makeup on, you put these costumes on, you go out onto these extraordinary sets with this fun stuff to do, and it really is, this is fun. This is a good way to earn a living. Let's go and play.
Time to play.
And Doug Bradley firmly believes that the quality monster movies of today will one day be as highly regarded as Frankenstein and Dracula.
I think the perception will be that the last 25 years has been a second golden age in the genre. It's a genre that's never gone away. And for me, it's an important genre. These are mythological movies. I'm no apologist for horror movies or the genre at all. They're there, and they're important, and we need them, and we shouldn't try and sit on them.